In the fierce swirl of anticipation, Muhammad Ali stood poised to reclaim not only his title but his voice. "I ain't got no quarrel with them Viet Cong," he declared, igniting a seismic shift that echoed far beyond the boxing world. His refusal to fight in Vietnam became a powerful statement against the oppression faced by African Americans. As the world turned its eyes toward Zaire in 1974, the stakes had never been higher. Ali was fighting for justice and freedom in a country that had long denied him his rights. The 1970s was tumultuous, marked by the relentless push of the civil rights movement against systemic racism. The assassinations of Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X left a haunting silence, while Ali emerged as a voice of conviction, embodying the spirit of resistance. The streets were filled with protests, where cries for justice reverberated against a backdrop of police brutality and segregation. In the wake of King's assassination in April 1968, cities erupted in violence, a reflection of the collective grief and anger felt across the nation. Despite threats and violence, Ali remained undeterred, inspiring hope within the African American community and challenging mainstream societal prejudices. In those years, African nations were emerging from the shackles of colonial rule, gaining identity and autonomy. The rumble in the jungle symbolized this growing independence and the fight against imperialism. In Zaire, Ali faced George Foreman, a formidable opponent whose power was terrifying, an undefeated heavyweight champion known for his brute strength and knockout ability. Foreman, who had knocked out Joe Frazier in 2 rounds, was confident, but Ali's strategy blended culture, politics, and history in a way that would not only impact his fate but that of an entire generation. This clash would unveil the complex web of race and identity. Ali fought not only for a title but for the dignity of his people and his place in history. As the date loomed closer, anticipation morphed into something palpable. The vibrant streets of Kinshasa thrummed with energy, drums beat in joyful rhythm while the air buzzed with excitement. The city was alive with colors, from the bright silks of the local vendors to the vivid murals celebrating the African heritage. Ali was ready to lay bare the stark realities of his existence and those who looked up to him. This fight transcended the confines of a boxing ring, where the outcome could redefine victory and defeat. Ali's journey to Zaire was steeped in complexity, illuminating his unwavering spirit. His identity was woven with strands of struggle against systemic racism. The civil rights movement was alive, demanding change, and Ali stood at the intersection of this transformative era. His refusal to fight in Vietnam was not mere protest, it was a declaration of self-identity. This choice cost him dearly. Stripped of his title and banned from boxing, he became a martyr for peace and justice. In 1967, when he refused induction into the military, he was quoted saying, "I ain't got no quarrel with the Viet Cong. No Viet Cong ever called me nigger." He solidified his stance against an unjust war that disproportionately affected African Americans while he faced hostility back home. "They can take my title, but they can't take my spirit," he declared, embodying resilience. This was not just bravado. Ali understood the weight of his stand, he was putting everything on the line. His words resonated beyond the ring, striking a chord in a nation weary from struggles for equality. He stood tall against an unjust war, drawing a line between his beliefs and societal expectations. With every public appearance, he became a beacon of hope for the marginalized, representing the frustrations of countless individuals who had been denied their basic rights. This struggle was not merely Ali's, it was a collective movement for Black Americans yearning for dignity and respect. His image evolved from athlete to symbol of resilience, a transformation that inspired countless individuals to embrace their identities and fight against systemic oppression. His refusal to fight in Vietnam was a stance against an imperialist war that claimed countless lives and left many, especially African Americans, feeling abandoned by the society they defended. While white soldiers fought for their country, Black men were often relegated to the sidelines of society, stripped of their rights. Ali was their champion, their voice, and in this context, boxing was transformed into a battleground for civil rights. But as Ali faced exile, he embraced responsibility. The anger of African Americans was palpable, they saw in Ali a reflection of their struggle. His spirit flourished during exile, connecting with communities and echoing the frustrations of a generation. Behind the scenes, he was not merely training, he was evolving. His time away from the ring sharpened his resolve, preparing him to reclaim not just his title but his narrative. He engaged in discussions with activists, attended rallies, and spoke passionately about social justice, becoming enmeshed in the fabric of the civil rights movement. As the date of the fight approached, the stakes were monumental. This was no mere clash of titans, it was a defining moment in history, a culmination of years of struggle. The people of Zaire embraced Ali as a son returning home, their hero fighting for collective dignity. The atmosphere was rich with culture and pride, the air filled with chants of Ali. Ali, and the vibrant colors of African flags waving in unison underscored the significance of his fight. The juxtaposition of a nation fighting for its identity and Ali's quest for personal redemption created a powerful narrative that captured the world's attention. The fight, held in Kinshasa on October 30, 1974, was a dramatic stage lit by the fervor of millions. Ali's presence was momentous, he was fighting for an entire race. As he stepped into the ring, the cheers surged like a tidal wave. The arena, packed to the brim, reverberated with the hopes and dreams of a people yearning for recognition. With each round, his movements carried the essence of his life's struggles. Each jab reflected the dreams of the oppressed, every swing was a blow against injustice. Ali danced across the canvas, employing a unique style that combined speed and agility, demonstrating that his prowess in the ring was built not only on physical strength but also on the psychological battle he waged against his opponent and the society that sought to diminish his worth. As the rounds progressed, Ali employed the famed strategy of rope-a-dope to wear down Foreman. The heat in Kinshasa beat down on the fighters, but Ali's characteristic bravado never faltered. He leaned against the ropes, inviting Foreman to strike while conserving his energy. The crowd roared with disbelief as Ali expertly dodged blow after blow, taunting Foreman with a smile, a mix of cunning and charisma. Each punch from Foreman, a thunderous reminder of his strength, also served as a testament to Ali's determination to endure. The fight wasn't just a physical confrontation, it was a showcase of mental fortitude against overwhelming odds. The climax came in the 8th round. Ali unleashed a barrage of punches, a culmination of all the training, sacrifice, and deep-rooted injustice he had faced. In that moment, he realized he wasn't just delivering a punch, he was delivering a message. The world was watching, and with each strike, he illuminated the struggle for equality. With a decisive blow, Foreman fell to the canvas, and Ali stood triumphantly over him, arms raised in victory. He emerged not just a champion, but a warrior for justice and human dignity. The outcome redefined his legacy and the essence of civil rights in America. His triumph in Zaire stood as a beacon of hope, a testament to the power of resilience. In the world of sports, he was not merely a fighter, he was an embodiment of the struggles faced by African Americans. The victory over Foreman was more than just reclaiming a title, it shattered stereotypes and challenged the narratives that sought to undermine black excellence. After the fight, Ali sparked a revolution. The imagery of a black man reclaiming his title resonated deeply in America, serving as a powerful counter-narrative to the prevailing racism and inequality that permeated the society. His victory galvanized a generation fighting for civil rights, inspiring countless activists and citizens to take a stand against oppression. The impact of that night reverberated through the streets of America, igniting protests, marches, and conversations about racial justice and equality. People from all walks of life were emboldened by his example, recognizing that the struggle for civil rights was far from over. In the years that followed, Ali leveraged his fame for activism, passionately addressing issues from the Vietnam War to racial injustice, advocating for the silenced. His legacy lay not only in athletic prowess but in his unwavering commitment to fight for all marginalized voices. He traveled the world, extending his influence far beyond the boxing ring, becoming a global icon for peace and equality. From America to the world, his message rang clear: the fight for justice is continuous and demands an unyielding spirit. His words, "Service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth," became a guiding principle for his activism. The echoes of that historic night in Zaire resonate in every protest, every rally, reminding us that personal and political pursuits of justice are intertwined. Ali's life urges us to engage with our communities and advocate for those silenced. His spirit compels us to reflect on our unique responsibilities in the fight against oppression. As we grapple with society's complexities, let Ali's courage propel us to rise, fight, and ultimately reclaim dignity.